Hey guys, what is going on? Nick here with Gear Nut, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Klarus G20. It's a 3000 lumen. I'm not going to call it a flashlight, I'm going to call it like a little mini searchlight. It's a beast, it's a powerhouse. It is a little monster in your hand. So, I want to give a shout out to flashlightzz.com for sending this in. Thank you very much for sending this so we could review it. And if you guys are interested in picking one of these up, go over to flashlightzz.com. I'll have the link in the description box below. Go help them out, promote those guys a little bit. So it's got a 150 meter max beam range, 150 hour max runtime, IPX8 waterproofing. It's got two switches to run it, basically like two on and off switches. One's memory controlled, the other one is just a simple on and off. I'll show you that in a little bit. If you guys are wondering about the specs, here it is. You can also go check out the website and read a little bit more about that. It uses a 26650 battery. Do not use anything else but a 26650 battery in here. So do not use an 18650, a 16340, or CR123A batteries. That's a no. Don't do that. So it's pretty cool. Packaging's pretty good. Let's open this thing up and check it out. Alright, so there you go. It's got a little plastic tray that everything's sitting in. Looks like here's your accessories. It's in there pretty good. Alright, throw that off to the side. So it comes with a nice little belt sheath, looks like. So you could probably slip this on MOLLE webbing if you had to. There's another loop right back here, so that's another secure method for your belt. Pretty cool. It's got like a, I don't know, nylon glass polymer, maybe? Feels, yeah, it's probably like a nylon polymer. Maybe glass reinforced, we'll see. But, pretty good Velcro. It's got padding right here throughout the front strap. Paperwork. So, pretty nice. Let's check this out. Pretty good fit. Doesn't look like, yeah, to have a hard time coming out. So pretty good sheath for getting it for free with a flashlight. It's pretty good quality. So got some paperwork here. Let's take a look real quick. Looks like we got some other flashlights here you guys can check out. Oh, got one for your bike. Check that out. Sweet. And that's freaking 1280 lumens. Nice. Got some instructions here. So that's the model we got. The Klarus G20. They call it a dual switch mini searchlight too. That's what I would call it. I wouldn't call it a flashlight. The box says flashlight, but this says mini searchlight. I'm gonna go with the instructions. So what are we getting here? We get a charging cable. So this is rechargeable by micro USB. Can you get this thing out? Can I? I want to break something. I want to see how long this is. Alright, so they do give you a nice long charging cable. I mean, this thing is probably 36 inches, 37, something like that. So it's got a nice length to it, which is really nice. Really nice. So, what's in here? Looks like a lanyard maybe? Yeah, so there's an extra O-ring in here for you. And there's a nice little lanyard right here. So, it's got a nice little slide down here. Feels pretty cool. Feels pretty good. You could actually put paracord back through this little lanyard loop right here. You know, you'd have to heat it up and squeeze it down with a pair of pliers, but you could put 550 paracord through this hole. It's actually big enough for that. So when you get your Klarus G20, you're gonna have to take and remove a tab on the inside of this flashlight, and you have to unscrew it. It doesn't unscrew from the back. That is not how this flashlight disassembles. You have to take the head off. So grab the body and the tail cap and turn that head away. Let's turn that. There we go. So here's that little pull tab. Now your flashlight's ready to go. So let's take a look at these threads really quick. They're pretty nice. I'm pretty impressed. They're nice and thick and coarse. They're not covered in anodizing. When they cover them with anodizing, it kind of, when I unscrew it, it gets that chalkboard grittiness. Not something I really like, but it's part of it, I guess, on some flashlight guys. I really do like how it's gold plated, and it's got a really nice blue on that computer board in there. So, PC board, I guess. Here's the flashlight battery. It's a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. It's a beast. So it's a 26650, 5,000 milliamp. Says anything on here? Yeah, it's probably like a lithium ion, LIR. So not too much into batteries, but I do know what a lithium is. Alright, let's screw this thing back together. It's got a really heavy duty spring to it, guys. So give it a little push. Here we go. I'm not too worried about cross threading those threads because they're really beefy. So not something I'm really worried about. So first things first, you got two switches. You got a tail switch and you got a side switch. Your tail switch, there's no memory to it. It just goes from low, medium, high, turbo, and then a couple clicks strobe, a couple clicks SOS. This switch over here has memory. So when you first turn this light on, it's going to give you a little green light, if you guys can see that. All my other lights are pretty bright. So it gives you an indicator on how charged your battery is. So it actually lets you know. So that right there is low, and that is 15 lumens. So it's pretty good. Give it another click, and that's going to be your medium, and another click, and that's going to be your high. So your high is 650 lumens. Now your turbo, it is ridiculously bright. I can just feel the heat off of this. So to turn it off, you push and hold. Strobe warning, you know, if you have issues with strobes, I'm going to turn it on. So there's your warning. But double click, and it turns into strobe. And a 3,000 lumen strobe is ridiculous. So another double click will get you to SOS after that. So double click strobe, double click, and here is your SOS. So that's not too bad, 160 lumens. That 3,000 lumen strobe is a little much. So that's how you navigate through your buttons and modes. This one has memory, this one doesn't, and the strobe and the SOS are not memorable or memorizable. So it won't lock those in and turn those on first thing. So you always have to do the 2 clicks or the 4 clicks for your strobe or SOS. It doesn't remember those. So we turn this thing on. We left it in high, so let's push and get this thing down low again, turn it off. That way, you know, in case somebody gets a hold of us. So, but one thing you guys are probably wondering is it's got a side button, so it's accidentally going to get turned on. And that's happened to me a bunch of times. But this light actually has a lockout mode. So you're going to push the tail button and the side button in at the same time and hold it. And boom, it just locked out. So when I push this button again, you get a little 3 flashes of red here, and they're pretty dim. I got a pretty good lighting system, so it's hard to see that. But if I turn, actually, you know what? Let's dim this down a little bit, shall we? Alright. So there's your 3 little flashes. If you push a button, try to access it, it lets you know that it's in lockout mode. Turn these back on. There we go. So to get out of that, you just rapid tap 3 times. And you can do that with this button or the tail cap button. Either button will do that. So all in all, I'm really impressed with the build quality. And here is your micro USB charging port. It's got a nice rubber cap. Ooh, I don't know if you guys could hear that, but it actually had suction inside of this battery compartment. So when I pulled that out, it actually let out some air. So pretty cool. So we'll have to see if that's actually water resistant. But Yeah, I'm going to try to roll in some footage. Oh, wow. Look at that. I don't know if you guys can see that as good as I can, but that is crazy. So let's get something for size comparison here, shall we? So this right here is an Olight S30R Baton 2, and there's your size comparison, guys. So in my first initial comparison of these, this has a shallower cone. It's got orange peel in it, but the LED is just super massive bright in this Klarus G20. It's really bright and it's really big. It's a lot bigger than the Olight S30R Baton 2s. So the Olight, it has, I don't know if you guys could see that, it has no orange peeling on the reflector, and then the reflector is a lot more, there's more depth to it. It's got more of a cone. So this one's probably going to throw farther, but that LED is smaller and it's not as bright. I think this is about 1020 lumens on its max brightness, and this thing's 3000. So for the size comparison, you know, this one is a little bit smaller, but I still don't pocket carry this. It's just a little too big for me to pocket carry. This is definitely not going to get pocket carried. This thing is just a little bit too much. But it's something that I'm absolutely in love with. I didn't realize I had a fascination with floodlights until I got this. So, but let's roll in some footage and kind of show you what this will light up. Alright, so this is going to be the Olight S30R Baton 2. So here is your lowest setting. I don't know if you guys can even see that out here. Not too much. This is your next level up. It's getting there. It's getting there. Still can't really see the trees up there. And next level. And you're starting to pick stuff up. Kind of see the trees. And that's the brightest. So it's got some distance on it. You know. There's a stick down over here. You can really see around trees. But it's got a nice spotlight beam to it, you know? It's not really getting the best camera views of this, but let's switch over to the Klarus G20. Alright. So let's start out in low. And here is your low. Kind of see a little bit. It's got more of a flood to it. Here's your medium. Stepping it up. You still can't really see the trees and stuff. Here's your high. Now you're starting to be able to see some trees. So, and here is your turbo. So, I don't know if you guys can actually see the difference here. It's a lot broader and wider field of view. It is definitely a flood style light, but in person, this is lighting everything up. So, there you go, guys. The comparison, the Klarus G20 is a powerhouse. It's a beast. And I'm loving it. So there you go. There's a little comparison for you. So the Olight S30R Baton 2 is a fantastic light. I highly recommend that one. And the Klarus G20 is a phenomenal light. So you can't go wrong with either one of them. And like I said before, go check out flashlightzee.com. I'm pretty sure they have both of these lights. So go pick them up. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. If you guys haven't subscribed to me, feel free to do so. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this review.